1997 is the most golden year to be born in. In this video, I'm gonna be explaining why. I'm not saying 1997 is the best year of all time or anything. I'm just saying most it's the it's the perfect year to be born in. And there's my throat hurts. My throat freaking hurts. And there's three reasons why. So the first reason is that when you're 97, baby, you start with a lot of stuff like Toy Story, the N64, Tamagotchis, the Game Boy, the trampoline, the PS1, Mario 64, Pokemon, Hot Wheels, the Lost World Jurassic, the Lost World Jurassic Park, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, four wheelers, the DVD player and DVDs, the ice cream. The ice cream truck is still in town. I don't know where the ice cream truck went now. Sesame Street, the SNES, Blockbuster, Space Jam, Legos, and old TV channels. It's crazy how much stuff you start with in 1997. In the 90s, in the 90s is even my favorite era. It's just so crazy how much stuff you start with. Like when you're a baby, you start with all this stuff. Definitely a perfect year to be born. And then the second reason why 1997 is the most perfect year to be born is because when you're a kid, why is it raining outside all of a sudden? When you're a kid, you get to grow up to experience Pete stuff. Pete stuff like SpongeBob. SpongeBob is the greatest show of all time, by the way. The Nintendo DS, the greatest gaming console of all time. Not just handheld, but all time. Razor scooters. I really want a Razor scooter. I want a Razor scooter so bad. GTA San Andreas, a goated, one of the most goated Rockstar games of all time. Uh, Shrek, one of the most goated childhood movies of all time. Shrek for life, by the way. Skittles bubblegum. The first YouTube video came out. Like, just think about that. In your childhood, the first YouTube video comes out. That's why 1997 is the perfect year to be born in. I mean, I mean, yeah, yeah. In the year 2000, you're like 5 years old. But are you really gonna be watching YouTube at 5 years old? Are you really gonna see the first YouTube video at 5 years old? Are you gonna understand it? I think you're gonna be like 8 when the first YouTube video drops, and you're gonna like understand it better. And when you're born in 1997, it's like you're a little bit older. You understand more stuff. Like you're not conscious to the age of 5, and once the Razor scooter come out, you're gonna have to wait a little. You're gonna have to wait 3 more years to like ride it because you're still only like because you're like or you have to wait 5 more years because if you was born in 2000 instead of 1997, you would just be a baby and you wouldn't be able to ride it. You would be 3 when the Razor scooter comes out, but you only have to wait 2 more years. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're a little bit more older. You can actually like experience stuff. But anyways, where was I at? Okay, the Razor scooter. What else did I say? Yeah, yeah. YouTube comes out. The PS2 on the SpongeBob movie. God, God knows how much I watched that movie. What else? New Super Mario Bros. DS. Probably, probably the greatest Mario game to ever exist. I mean, it's obviously one of the best games to ever exist, but probably one of the best Mario games to ever exist. Like if you hold down Elden R, you can play as Luigi. Just think about that. If you hold down Elden R or your beautiful Nintendo DS, like you can play as Luigi. Just think about that. Like you can get the big mushroom and crush surf with Luigi. Oh my god, go to game. The first iPhone came out. The Xbox 360, Bratz Dolls, Dora the Explorer. Low key, low key. When I was a kid, I wear a Mario shirt, by the way. You just can't see it because the light is off. See, when I man, when you was a kid, you can't tell me Dora the Explorer wasn't goaded. Like Dora the Explorer was actually goaded. Like it was actually goaded. Like let's all be honest here. Dora the Explorer was actually goaded. Like it used to come on Nick Jr. It was actually goaded. Call of Duty, the first Call of Duty came out. What else? All three Spider-Man movies came out. The PSP, Drake and Josh came out. The Dark Knight came out. Try to do the thing. I think try to do it. Why so serious? Oh my god, bro. This is why people only watch 10 seconds of my video and leave. And and not the best for last, but probably the second best gaming console for last, or I don't know. The Wii, the Wii came out, and the Wii used to hit. You can't tell me Wii Sports didn't used to hit. So yeah, the reason why 1997 is the most perfect year to be born in, or one of the reasons why 1997 is one of the most perfect years to be born in, or is the perfect year to be born, is because first of all, you're two when SpongeBob comes out. So when you reach a conscious age where you can actually like see and talk, where you can do see, talk, and walk like age 5, you're basically watching Prime SpongeBob. You're basically able to watch Prime SpongeBob. Because if you was born in 2000, you wouldn't be able to watch SpongeBob, but later. In my opinion, I think early 2000s was Prime SpongeBob. Like just think about that. Year 2 and SpongeBob comes out, and then Prime SpongeBob is in the early 2000s. So that means about 3 years later. That's when Prime SpongeBob starts. Probably like in 2002. So if you're 5 years old, you're able to watch Prime SpongeBob before school every day. And then, how old are you when the Nintendo DS comes out? You're like 7 years old. 7 years old is the perfect age. Even though it's the bulky one, not the Nintendo DS Lite, it's still a Nintendo DS. It's still goaded. Like you're 7 years old when the Nintendo DS comes out, and then when Shrek comes out, you're like you're like shoot, I can't do math. You're like 6 when Shrek comes out. Like imagine being 6 when Shrek comes out. If you was born in like a later year or earlier year, you would be too old. If you was born an early year before 1997, you would be too old for this stuff. But if you was And if you was born like later, you would be too young for this stuff. Like you would still be a baby. Like you're 6 when Shrek comes out, or I think you are. And then and then you're 3 years old when Razor Scooter comes out, which means 2 years later when you're able to like walk and be conscious at the age of 5, you can ride a Razor Scooter at that. You can ride a you can ride a Razor Scooter in 2002. 1997 is just the most perfect year to be born in. Like you get to experience, like you just get a 2000s. I feel like it's the, in my opinion, 2000 is the best era. And if you're born in 1997, you actually get to experience all the 70s, 2000s as an actual kid, not a teenager. Like you're not gonna be too old for this stuff. You're not gonna be too young for the 2000s. You get to experience the 2000s. You get to experience the whole 2000s like era perfectly at the right age, at the right ages. Like, let me look up. Like, when does the Xbox 360 come out and the Nintendo DS come out and the Wii come out? Okay, the Wii comes out in 2006, I think. So you're gonna be like, how old are how old are you gonna be when the Wii comes out? You're gonna be, shoot. I can't do that to save my life. I mean, I think you're gonna be 9, right? Yep, 9. You're gonna be 9 when the Wii comes out. That's like one of the most perfect ages for the Wii to come out. Like like the Wii comes out when you're 9 years old. That's like a perfect age to start playing on the Wii and stuff. Like you just get to experience. Oh my god, I feel like 1997 is the most perfect year to be born in because you just get to experience the whole 2000s era perfectly. And then the third reason why, and then the third reason why 1997 is the most perfect year to be born in is because I feel like people who were born in 1997 just had a best childhood, like what I just said. Like we have, like you have Prime SpongeBob, like you get to experience Prime SpongeBob all elementary school coming on Nickelodeon. You get to experience New Super Mario Bros. DS. You get to experience the DS. You get to experience the PSP. You get to experience the PS2. The PS2, the PS2 comes out when you're 3, but it still, but it will still be popular. But it will still be popular 2 years later. We're like conscious enough to play at age of 5. So that's why, the 2000s, or that's why 1997 is the most perfect year to be born in. Like you already have stuff like Toy Story out, and then you get to experience things like the PS2. Like you get to experience the PS2 era. You get to experience the whole era, and then you get to experience the Xbox 360 when you're still a kid. You get to experience all the 2000 things when you're still a kid. Like you're not even 13 yet. You still get to experience playing on the Wii, playing on the DS, playing on the Xbox 360, watching old SpongeBob, watching old cartoons, watching old Cartoon Network. Like you have no responsibility. You get to experience all the things from 2000s. That's why 1997 is the most perfect year to be born in. Anyways, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think is the best or perfect year to be born in. Don't forget to do things that help you enjoy life again like you did as a kid. Even if that's, what can I say? Even if that's playing on a PS2. Or even if that's going back to the things from older eras like the 2000s. I'm just yapping at this point. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.